After a long 3-week wait, thanks to some mix-up at Amazon, my Yongnuo YN300 II LED video light is finally here. I actually bought 2 of these, but don't worry, I'm only going to unbox one of them. So without further ado, let's open it up and see what's inside. Just put that one there. Right, I bought these not for video but for product photography. Prior to this I've been using flash and product photography don't really mix. Lighting products with flash is very difficult because you can't see exactly what's happening until you press the shutter button, and then by then it's often too late and it takes a lot of tweaking. Taking product photos with a flash is an absolute faff, so after a bit of research I thought a continuous LED light was the way forward. So I ordered this Yongnuo YN300 II. The reason I ordered Yongnuo is because I've got other Yongnuo flash products in my kit bag, including a YN24EX macro flash, check out the review here, and also the YN14EX ring flash. You can also check out the review of that here. Anyway, back to this LED. Let's open her up and see what's inside. Ooh. Never make these things easy to get into. Anyway, there we go. Right. So first off, if I can actually get it open. Right, here we go, finally. First off we have quick start guide. Hopefully I won't need this, but that's the subject of another video, so we'll just chuck that there. The warranty card, pretty standard. Right, the flash, or the light I should say, itself. First thing that strikes me is the size of it. I mean, before I ordered it, I obviously knew that it was going to be small, and I tried to make something around this size so I could see just how small it was going to be. Problem is, actually seeing them in the flesh, trying to get your head around exactly how big things are is very difficult. Like I said, this is small, smaller than I was expecting, and I don't know if it's going to be big enough for what I need, but only time will tell. Right, when I was reviewing, or looking at reviews of the Yongnuo YN300, there was a lot of comments about the barn doors and how weak and fragile they are. I've got to say that I don't think they're that weak. I mean, they feel fairly tight, and I think that once I position them, there's no slippage there that I can see. There was a lot of comment also about the reflective inside and that honeycomb type finish and the effect it has on the photos. Again, I don't really know how it's going to affect my photos, and only time's going to tell. The unit itself feels pretty strong and sturdy. I don't think it would be as strong and durable as one of the more expensive LED lights, but then given this only cost me 45 quid and some of the top end models are going for two to 3 times that, I mean, it's pretty much as I expect. On the back it looks fairly simple. You've obviously got the on off there, the dimmable switch, you've got 500k daylight, you've got the 3200k setting, you've got the battery which I assume lets you know how much power is left in the battery, and also this which from the reviews I know is for fine tuning. It looks pretty simple, user friendly and intuitive, pretty much like all Yongnuo stuff. All my Yongnuo equipment is very easy to use and pretty much foolproof. Overall, I've got to say, first glance, I'm pretty impressed with it. Right, next in the box we have the remote. Personally, I don't know how much I'm going to use this, and I know that a lot of people have raved on about it in the reviews I've seen, but bearing in mind I'm going to be using this light for product photography, I'm going to be up close and personal to the camera and also the lights at all times. Therefore, if I need to make any adjustments, I can simply reach over and make those adjustments without having to resort to this. At the moment, this is just something else to put a battery in and another little gadget to lose. Will I actually use it a lot? I don't know. I'll obviously give it a go, but only time's going to tell. Next in the box we have a handle. This is so you can hand hold the light and move it around the subject. Unfortunately, I don't have a glamorous assistant, and therefore I won't have a free hand, or a spare hand I should say, to actually use this. To be honest, this attachment here is going to be pretty much redundant for me and something I know I'm not going to use. From the reviews I've seen, I know that that will sit on the light stand, but if you stick it on the light stand you can't actually screw it in. How safe it's going to be I don't know, but personally I'm not going to use it. Next in the box we have a foot. This is going to be useful for mounting or resting the lights on the table so I can get them right up close and personal to the products. That is something which I will be using. On the bottom of the foot there's a screw attachment so I can screw it into my light stands. So again, this is probably what I'm going to be using most of the time. Next we have the adapter. That obviously fits in there pretty much like the GoPro one does, and then fits in that foot. On the face of it, it's made of plastic. It feels fairly sturdy, definitely feels durable enough for the job. Bearing in mind these aren't very heavy and I can't see any problems with that. But once again, testing and use will confirm just how good this bracket is. Next in the box we have some diffusers, a clear, an orange, a pink and a blue. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure these will get used for my photography, but I mean they're there, it's a nice touch I suppose. Maybe one day I'll give them a go, but at the moment I am struggling to see when I'm going to use it. Other than this, unless of course those lights aren't so harsh that I need a diffuser. Last thing in the box is this bag, which actually is quite a nice touch. The bag is reasonable quality and it's a tight fit, obviously drawstring. Will it protect the light? It won't protect it from any big bangs, knocks and scrapes, but it will stop it getting scratched, and it will also serve as something to keep everything together, which is a nice touch. Given the cost of this light, this bag is unexpected and actually a really nice add-on. So there we have it. That is what is in the box of the YN300 II Pro LED video light. I won't bother firing it up in this video because personally I'm sure you've had enough. This was just to show you what's in the box and what you can expect, and also I haven't got one of the batteries ready charged for it. Bit of a faux pas on my part. Anyway, thanks for watching, and please feel free to check out my future videos on my brand new Yongnuo YN300 II LED light.